Hey guys, good morning. Well, afternoon. It's right after noon. It's 12:04 p.m. I am working on videos and I get a lot of questions, a lot of praise and questions and just wonderings from you guys of how I do it, how I take care of kids and run a house and edit. And to be honest, I haven't been running the house, Andrea says. I've been kind of taking care of the kids, but he does a lot of the morning routine. Emmy gets herself ready, so I can't take all the credit. You know, it's one of those things like we just get it done because we have to, but to be honest, since we've been home, I haven't been running everything. It's been my Hinabini over there taking care of a lot of it. And of course, he would be modest and be like, oh, no, whatever, but it's true. He's doing everything. He's providing meals for us. He's washing clothes. He's cleaning up. I try and take, you know, turns as far as washing like bottled and breast pump parts and stuff like that, but he's been amazing. He's been doing everything for me. So that is how I have time to edit and to do things. If you notice, I haven't filmed much other than myself laying in the chair, being downstairs on the couch, because I'm still trying to recover and heal, but I'm actually doing a lot better. I can get around a lot more for myself. I still have a few sharp pains, but I'm not relying on pain medication as much, and it's overall getting a lot better. So give it another few days, a week or so, and I should be back to myself almost 100%. So yeah, and the way that we've been doing feedings is I've been keeping her at the breast for as long as she wants to. And the thing that's sad is I know like you guys are giving me a lot of comments about positive ones, helpful ones about breastfeeding and things to do, and I'm trying my hardest. She can sit at the breast for an hour and still wakes, gets off screaming like she wants more food, like she's not getting enough. So I just don't have the supply there, and I'm trying everything I can, but unfortunately I probably won't ever have the supply there. So it's just one of those things, like she's going to get to breastfeed for as long as I'm willing to be patient and do it, because it does take a lot out of you, but I know it's totally worth it. So I will hold her at the breast for as long as she wants to stay there, and the second she starts pulling herself off, typically I'll supplement, or I'll have Andres finish up the feeding and him do the formula, and then I'm pumping just like right after, like right now I'm pumping to try and continue to at least keep up the supply that I have. It's supposed to give you more, but unfortunately it's not giving me more, so I'm at least trying to keep up the supply that I have. And then she naps, so it really hasn't been too bad. We're trying to get through this routine and get ready. I think we're gonna go to Walmart. We are trying to hang up her clothes, which I forgot to show you guys yesterday, and get that stuff out of the way in preparation for her furniture to get here. And we bought those big boxes of newborn diapers from like a couple months ago from Pampers, the Swaddler brand. We got 4 big boxes of newborns, and I figured we weren't going to need all of them, but we'd bought them anyway, and now we need to return them because the Pampers are smaller than the Huggies newborn, and the Pampers size 1s are too big for her. You know, she's not even 2 weeks old, so that's understandable. So we're going to exchange those for bigger size diapers and then get 1 box of the Huggies newborn. And then we need more hangers for her closet and a clothes basket for her dirty clothes. And we need some things for dinner and just like milk and bread. So, and also it's an excuse to kind of get out of the house and get some fresh air for me. I have not been out of the house since last week for the appointments and going to Babies R Us and stuff. Haven't even seen the outside, haven't stepped in the sunlight. It's just one of those things I haven't done. So that's the plan for today. Hopefully today's footage is a lot longer and more interesting than yesterday's footage was like 6 minutes. I apologize, but sometimes I feel guilty showing you guys the same thing every single day, even though that's my life and my routine. It does make me feel bad. So anyway, hopefully today's, like I said, a little bit more interesting. Not the best angle we've ever had, but we're in the middle of Walmart returning diapers, and Little Miss needed to eat, and I haven't quite felt comfortable with breastfeeding enough to do it in public, so we have these little travel bottles that gives her just enough to tide her over. So yeah, I'm sitting in the McDonald's little area of Walmart feeding my baby. Okay, so I know I do not need this and I'm not gonna buy it, but look how freaking delicious this looks. Caramel apple cupcakes, the Hostess kind. Oh my goodness. The chocolate ones are my favorite. What are these? Are these called Ho-Hos? Or just regular cupcakes? I don't know. And then they have pumpkin spice Twinkies. Oh, I love fall. I thought they took Twinkies off the market. Weren't they selling for like $500 at one point? Oh, these ones. These are my fave. But I'm gonna walk away. Oh, look at these ones. The little coconut balls. Yes, those are so good. Walk away from the desserts, Melissa. Walk away. It's my little princess. Full. And just looking around, dozing off. Look. And my Handy Minnie forgot her bow, of course. I'm like, baby, where's her bow? She's like, oh, she needed a bow? I'm like, of course, she's a girl. All girls need bows, all day, every day. I don't know if you guys can see all the butterflies migrating. You see them in the sky? There is so many of them. I remember catching butterflies when I was young, which is probably cruel, but they die on my windshield anyway. I made it. I didn't die at Walmart. It was fine. I actually wasn't hurting too bad. I started to get a little bit of a pull, like sharp pain on my right side. It just seems, I don't know if it's my stitches pulling or what, but it just seems to kind of, whenever I walk or I'm active at all, it pulls a little bit like down in here in this area, but nothing that I wasn't able to handle. I didn't have to get like one of those automatic chairs or anything like that, which I thought I was going to have to do our first trip to Walmart. Now, we are planning on going grocery shopping sometime at the end of this week. That usually takes us like 2 hours. I may not make it the entire time there. But Autumn did great. We only had to feed her once. Now she's fussy, of course. But I'm starting dinner. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm starting dinner because I'm gonna do the casserole breakfast bake that I've made before. And that takes like an hour total, maybe a little bit longer. And we have parent orientation tonight, and I'm going to be taking, what's wrong? I'm gonna be taking Emmy with me so that Andres just has Maddie and Autumn. He can definitely handle that. He could handle all of them, but it's for Emmy's GT class and for her regular class. So taking her with me, and that's we have to be there at 5:30. I'm sure like the parking's gonna be awful. So I'm probably gonna leave here about 5-ish, maybe a little before. And so I want to get a jump start on dinner because this does take a little while to cook. So I wanted to show you guys 2 things. I got a couple questions about the mother's milk tea that I use. I use this brand, Traditional Medicinals Woman's Tea, Organic Mother's Milk. It's not the greatest tasting thing. I am just not a tea fan in general, and that could be the reason why I don't like it, but I use that. And then I wanted to show you guys how big this cheese bag is. So typically, I will get the block cheese and shred it myself. It comes out a little bit cheaper per pound. But I saw this and it was 5 pounds for $14. And that was a really good deal. That was cheaper than any block cheese that I could get. And it's already finely shredded. So I just thought this was like the biggest thing of cheese I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so Steph just came by the house and I forgot to show you the tater tot casserole, but I finished it. And I actually made a little bit more than I made last time. So we're definitely going to have a lot of leftovers. But I'm gonna have to show you guys the freaking adorable things that Steph got for Autumn. Super, super cute. She's so nerdy, but I love her because she loves like Harley Quinn, Batman, Power Rangers, like all that old school, what you would normally consider like boy things. Steph loves it, and I love her for that. It's so freaking hilarious. Every time she talks about it on her Snap, I'm like, you're so nerdy, but I wouldn't trade her for the world. So anyway, she stopped by and before we had to come to Emmy's parent orientation and dropped off the outfits and hung out and got to feed her. And just, if you follow Steph on Snapchat, if I can remember, I'll link her Snapchat down below. She snaps all the time. She's so funny, but she posted some stuff about Autumn there. So she dropped off her outfits and now we are at parent orientation. There's like a PTA meeting, parent GT orientation so I can meet her teacher and see what that's about, and then like a parent orientation for her regular classroom to talk about homework goals and just different things for the year. And I'm driving. I mean, we're sitting in the parking lot, but I'm driving myself, which is crazy to feel like a regular person. I have not driven my car in weeks. I feel like it's been weeks, like 2 weeks easy, because I don't even remember how long it had been since I drove before I had surgery. Maybe the day before, a couple days before, and it's already been almost 2 weeks. But like, I'm already almost 2 weeks postpartum, so that it's nice to feel like a normal person, and I'm not hurting as much, hardly at all. Actually, I feel great, and so driving I think is okay. I'll get cleared tomorrow. This should be okay. I'm not taking narcotics or anything, so don't worry. I'm not on any pain medication except Motrin. So yeah, let's go see what this is all about. Plus we get the world's finest chocolates to sell, which ends up selling the majority to my household because my Henny Benny loves chocolate. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, let's go see what's going on. Seating options. I just like having so excited. Even go to my class.
Good night, see you tomorrow. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Hey guys, so we are home, the girls are in bed, and we're just trying to clean up a little bit. So I'll show you the closet when I actually get up, because I'm on the floor and it takes a little bit of effort to actually get up, you know what I'm saying? So I'll show you what we've done in the closet thus far. Andres actually wants to completely rip everything out and redo it, which will probably end up happening sometime when we actually like close off her wall. I don't know, you think that's when you're gonna do it, like when we actually get the room set up? Her furniture and everything is going to be in here. That's why we're hanging all her clothes. It's gonna be essentially her room without a wall. And then as soon as we find somebody, at this point it's more about finding somebody for a reasonable price, because it is pretty expensive to move electricity and add a complete new wall. So that's what we're kind of looking for right now. It's just finding somebody who is reliable that can do it for us. And so for the time being, we're utilizing the closet as if it were going to be her room, like nothing. But like I said, eventually he does want to knock everything down and kind of redo it to fit it. It's a different closet than what the bigger girls have. Maddie and Emmy's closet is set up very similarly, with the drawers down the middle and kind of 4 subsections of the closet. Autumn's won't be able to be like that because it's a walk-in closet, but it has a door and it's more of like a rectangle, like square rectangle, instead of like a long closet. You know, like the girls don't actually have a walk-in closet, and that's why we took the doors off of it. So anyway, we have diapers and storage and stuff up top, so it definitely looks a lot different than it did before, for sure. But yeah, Meet the Teacher went really well. I'm so proud of Emmy. I found out today, I kind of knew this, but I found out today that she's the only first grader in the entire school. She's the youngest kid in the entire school that is in GT. I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. Like, in fact, the parents in front of me were saying like, oh, one of the little boys that's actually in Emmy's class, they were like, yeah, our daughter's in GT, but no one told us anything about, you know, our little boy. And the GT teacher was saying, oh, well, there was only 5 kids in kindergarten that actually like moved on past the initial testing, and he wasn't one of them. And Emmy was one of the 5, and then she was, so the whole 150 kindergarten students got tested for GT. 5 of them actually met like the preliminary period testing, I don't know, to move on to the actual GT testing, and Emmy was the only one out of those 5 that moved on to GT, that qualified in kindergarten. I literally am so proud of her. She is the only first grader in GT out of the entire school. So when I was talking to the teacher and she told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really proud of her. She's like, you should be, it's a great accomplishment, you know, blah blah blah. So anyway, it went really well. We came home, had tater tot casserole, which I totally forgot to show you guys. I apologize. And it was good. I think the last time I made it, it was a little bit better, but it was good. It wasn't bad. And yeah, we just feeding Autumn. Just chilling there in the swing. Doing the clothes. Already got the vlog and the pesto pasta recipe up for the day. And that's about it. We're probably going to call it a night shortly after this. So I will show you guys the closet and then call it a night. So yes, this is all of Andres' camera stuff that we've been using for newborn photo shoots, but these are all the clothes from some 3T stuff. So I used those little dividers that Maddie had in her room. She no longer needs them, but 3T stuff, 2T stuff, 18 months, 12 months, 9 months, 6 months. And then we have her newborn stuff and her 0 to 3 and 3 months in what will be her drawers. So yeah, literally a whole wardrobe. This child probably has 100 pieces of clothing hanging right here, if not. Actually, probably more like 120. And then up at the top, we have diapers all the way up to 3, size 3. So we should have diapers till like January, February, maybe even a little bit longer. And then we have old diapers of Maddie, like some swim diapers, size 5s. That's a size 2 pack, and then some baby wipes. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. And then over here, I know it's kind of dark, but we still have some things like these are pants that we're going to buy a drawer system to stand up in this area and fold all the pants or the bottoms. This will have to go somewhere. Her pack and play. These boxes just have like bottle parts, like those are Medela bottle parts, and we're using the Playtex bottles with the liners in them, the drop-in liners, so that needs to just be gotten rid of. That's the Ergo baby. This is all of her 0 to 3 and 3 month stuff, like that whole basket. This is like bibs and a cart. That was my old diaper bag that I'm thinking about using again. And then the bottom one has Maddie's keepsake stuff. And then just a whole bunch of junk here, blankets and whatnot here. Some of Andres' stuff. It's still a mess, definitely still a mess, but we're working on it day by day. Hopefully it gets done soon. So anyway, I am headed, maybe not to bed, but to relax and just lay down and watch TV with my handy bunny, grab a snack before we have to feed again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Hopefully it was a little longer than yesterday's, or the day before, I mean. I don't even know what day. I think it was yesterday's vlog. But anyway, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!